This is Cecil Grimes of CecilGrimesCosplay. I guess my real name is Cecil Garner. I'm coming to you today from Hella Blazes in Melbourne, Florida. This is for our tribute to Andrew Lincoln of The Walking Dead. As you know, he's rumored to be leaving the show, and Thorgon9 on Instagram has organized a live feed across the nation, around the world, to present our thanks to Mr. Andrew Lincoln for everything that he has brought to us, all the fans of The Walking Dead, and just his incredible character development from the comic book. So today I'll be introducing a couple of fantastic cosplayers and interviewing them and how The Walking Dead has affected their lives and how they've become what they have because of their cosplay in Walking Dead. So we'll start out with me. My name again is Cecil Garner. I started this about 3.5 years ago. I did not have time to watch the show, but about the end of season 3 I started growing out my beard and mustache for Men's Health Month, and couldn't go anywhere without being approached telling me who I thought that I looked like. And so I figured it out, decided to cosplay him. Went to MegaCon, had an amazing response, entered a contest, Walker Stalker, Rick Grimes lookalike contest, won that, and then from there I started getting invitations to go to conventions. To facilitate going to a convention as Rick Grimes, I decided to build a set to add to what I was offering, since I was a one-trick pony at the time with only one cosplay, and it was a big hit. Coined the sets as set play, to the elevation of cosplay, the evolution of cosplay, and since then it has caught on quite largely, and a lot of people have jumped on the boat, both here in the U.S. and around the world. So it's been an amazing evolution, an amazing new trend on the cosplay scene. From there, I was able to shoot a music parody, a mini-series. I've done some fantastic work on green screen with collaboration of the Day School and Studio Green 557. And we'll show you a video later on of that collaboration. It was fantastic. But from this point, we've got first up is G. Russell, Negan Unchained, Negan _Unchained. He'll be joining us. He is our Negan in the house.
The resident bad guy.
Good to see you, sir.
It's good to see you, Cecil.
Thank you
for having me, guys. This is fantastic. I know we've been having technical issues. We've been playing all day long like we do, man. We never get to spend any time together doing this. We're in the same circle and different sides of it. So this is fantastic, you know, to be able to do an hour before to pay tribute to Andrew Lincoln and the entire Walking Dead show that's provided so much opportunity for guys like us. You know, I'm a similar story to yours. Had no idea anything about Walking Dead. Lived in Atlanta. You know, one thing led to another. Some friends that were into this scene kind of turned me on to, you look like this bad guy on The Walking Dead, and here we sit, man, you know.
Years later.
Yeah, my first experience, I had to watch all 6 seasons of the show in about 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
Because I hadn't seen the show.
Yep.
And then that led in an opportunity to meet, you know, Jeffrey and I. We've gotten to meet our respective characters as always, a hoot, doing the tours down in Sonoy, Georgia, where it's filmed. And then traveling the country and all over the place. I know we've been trying to do that for a while together. Yep. And, you know, what an amazing trip. This has been quite a journey, man.
Yes,
I've met and seen. We've seen a lot of things, man, you know, doing this. Met some fantastic people, and it's been just really an evolution for someone like me to find there was a need, kind of like I always like to talk about the nonprofit, because that was something that was always dear to my heart. Being able to do something like this and take this and then use it to benefit others. We set up Walkers for Warriors to benefit our returning veterans, our disabled veterans, and people that have served for us, to give us the opportunity to do things like this. We live in the best country out there. So guys, if you get a chance, go to walkersforwarriors.com, or I'll bring this over to your house.
You'll do it.
I'll do it. And I know where Cecil lives. Hit the little donate button, throw $1 or $2 at us, you know, and it really does add up. It helps. We stack up a pile. And the money goes to Ole Miss University for their SVA program. over there. So that's what I've done with this cosplay thing, man. Get able to hang out with cool people, develop the best friendships I've ever had doing this. And guys like you, the legend, and you know, Cecil, you don't really get enough credit for being the guy on the front end of all this for guys like us to have the opportunity to do it. You really kind of blazed the path to do that. And as Andrew is as big as he is with the show and all that, you're equally as big in what we do. So I want to show my appreciation for that as well. And Mr. Lincoln, you don't have to leave, do you, man? You don't have to leave, bro. We love you, man.
Right.
We love you.
You are the lead.
You are the lead. But maybe we can figure something out where, you know, this guy, you got this guy right here. We put him on Fear. But it's been a hoot, man. This has been the thrill of a lifetime from sitting around on the couch and to getting a phone call to here we sit today, man. When I lived in Atlanta, I live in Florida now, so man, I'm having a ball.
We got to see the world. We got to see all of the different conventions we're featured at, and just met thousands and thousands of people. So many I can't remember the names half the time. Sorry about that, but we love you. And
we do.
It's just one huge family in the U.S. and overseas. It's the one thing that binds us all. And that's a community that you can't help but just adore.
It's amazing to have friends in Germany and in Belgium and all over the place, Australia, and just to get interaction with that through this medium has been it just blows me away. And it's just like I said, it's been a thrill. We're gonna be in a few weeks, kids, Walker Stalker Atlanta, the Super Bowl of Walker Stalkers.
Yes.
If you've never been to a Walker Stalker, I would suggest this be the one. You know, Atlanta's a fantastic downtown. It's going to be huge. There's going to be a billion zillion people coming in. Everyone's going to be there, so don't miss that.
Yeah, it's one to see. But we want to thank you very much for being a part of this.
You bet, brother. Thank you for having me.
Love you, Andy, and hate to see you go, but if you have to, we wish you the best of luck with whatever you decide to do, and you'll always have a fan base here.
You got it, and thank you for what you did for us. Appreciate it, man. Take care.
You too. So that, thank you very much, Gene Russell, for bringing all that love to the video, and we're very happy to still be going. I know we tried to do live feed earlier on Instagram, but it failed on us, so we're doing this to be posted, and you're watching it from other forms of our social media. I want to thank you for searching it out and taking a look at it. But next up, we have our good friend, Shellane D. Demarest of Cause of Commotion. I got the Cause of Commotion right. That's the important part, right?
Yeah.
Well, and she is a professional cosplayer, actress, stunt coordinator, fight coordinator,
and veteran.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And just an amazing life that she has spawned from. I mean, she was doing some major stuff before, but the cosplay seemed to springboard you into all kinds of stuff. So can you tell us a little about that and how you came about?
Golly, so it all started when I watched the first Walking Dead episode was when Carol told Lizzie to look at the flowers.
Oh.
I was like, what am I watching?
Wow, that was
so that's when I was told, no, you need to go back to day one.
Right.
So I went back to day one and I watched this guy wake up in the middle of this, the world, not being what it was. So I was like, who is this guy? Andrew Lincoln. Okay, let me go and look up the Walking Dead cosplayers because that's what I want to do. And then I stumbled upon your profile, and I could not believe it. I'm like, this is not Andrew Lincoln. This is crazy, So I met you, and you talked a little bit about what you did as far as set play, and I'm like, okay. So then that's when I went ahead and played Michonne. I cosplayed Michonne, and cosplaying Michonne was such. It was very empowering because I discovered that there weren't a lot of women cosplaying strong, female positive characters. Mm-hmm. And when I started cosplaying her, there was just, this following that started to come. And then I was like, okay, I want to do something with this. And that's when I, went to you because you are the godfather of set play. Seriously. So then we took your template, rearranged it, and then we went forward with what is now known as Cause of Commotion. And since then, yes, we did Fishmony and Guardians of the Galaxy, and now General Koi from Infinity War. But from there, I did Georgia Tour Company, and that's when I met Gene, as Negan, and he was like so good with that. And I mean, that's what The Walking Dead did. It just introduced me to all these people, and then led me later on to go and pick up just sword, weapon training, and everything else to learn how to actually use the katana, and that's why Georgia Tour Company picked me.
Yeah.
And then actually being on the show, which is like a dream come true.
This is on the show.
I was on season 8 and still currently on season 9.
Fantastic.
And to see these people, at a convention and then see them on set, it's amazing because I get a chance to actually see them as artists. And it's incredible what they do because we put in long hours, 15, 16 hours on set.
Wow.
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
But,
yes.
Andrew Lincoln, you've really done something with the show because it's not about the walkers. It's about the people, their relationship, and how they interact with each other, you know? And it also teaches them about themselves. What would they do in that situation?
Right.
Would I kill that person? That is my wife, that is my boyfriend, that's my brother, but they've now turned. Do I have the strength and the courage and the love to kill them?
To put them out of the mercy.
So,
levels.
Andy, you don't really have to leave. You really don't want to leave. That's 10 years of your life. You're not going anywhere. You're not. And thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for sharing your story.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm sure we'll see a lot of each other.
Absolutely.
And
Right.
try to stay alive.
I will. Got to. All right.
Take care.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, thank you, Shellane, for coming on our spot here, giving her story. Fantastic career spawning from cosplay, and just a lot of people we've met. Same thing has happened. We were going to have Richard Everhart on tonight, but Richard Dixon Cosplay, he wasn't able to make it to us from where he lives, but we will give a big shout out to him. He's done a lot of shows with me as my guest in my photo op booth. And so we really appreciate the fact that there's love everywhere, including all the people that we're going to tune into my live feed tonight. So the last thing I'm going to do before we go to the video that I was talking about is basically to thank the creators of The Walking Dead. We have Robert Kirkman and his... one of the things about the Robert Kirkman, we created wrote the comic book, but they have the artists and the shaders that don't normally get mentioned unless you're an avid comic book reader. You don't hear those names. I know I hadn't until I got into it. So Tony Moore, Charlie Adler, and art shading. Charlie Adler was the art shading, and then Tony Moore was one of the artists. So we want to thank everybody that has put their time and their love into The Walking Dead to make it what it is today. And so with that being said, we're going to go ahead and go to a short video that was created with a collaboration of, again, Green Screen 577, Day School on the studios grounds of Universal Studios. It's the digital animation video editing school, and all the zombies that volunteered to be in it. Just all these little projects that come up that make this whole world of The Walking Dead just a lot more special. So take a look at this, and we will be back with you in just a few minutes. Hi, this is CecilGrimesCosplay, back from that break. I hope you enjoyed that video. We had a blast making it. And I'm joined here today with the backbone and the roots of The Walking Dead, the walkers, and the creativity that's come out of so many thousands of people across the planet doing their own makeups using latex and oatmeal and tissue paper and cotton and all the blood and guts and gore that they could find. They are the true creators and artists of The Walking Dead, along with Nicotero, which spearheaded this incredible gore that we get to enjoy in The Walking Dead. I'm joined here with David, Christian, and Sofia. And these are three of the examples of them doing their own makeups. They did this in a few hours, and then they get to stumble around like they're dead and hungry all over. And again, this is the true fun of the conventions we go to be able to become these creations. So we want to thank you for joining us in this tribute to Andrew Lincoln and The Walking Dead. And I just want to say, everyone out there, if you don't cosplay and want to, try it. If you like to get yourself all gored out, and look at that face, look at that face. Please, try it, enjoy it. It's all about the fun in The Walking Dead, and keep watching. Thank you.